Well, Wycombe Wanderers 0, Luton 2. Matter of opinion, I think that is. Meet Kieran, who's going to give his views, which probably aren't that much different to mine, but we'll find out. Okay, we've got about 3 minutes. Let's go for it. Tell me, what did you think to Wycombe Wanderers before we start? Anything else?
Wycombe were okay. They defended very well at times. Start of the second half was when we needed to take advantage of our good pressure that we had on them. But apart from that particular set of time, we didn't have that many opportunities, or we couldn't make that many opportunities, rather. We didn't really have the creative spark that we have in the midfield or something to give an opportunity to our strikers. And Samuel, we know he's not there to score, but he didn't have a shot on goal.
He didn't.
Well, he might have done. I can't remember. He didn't really.
But he didn't get any fouls, free kick for us. He didn't get any corners for us. I don't think he even got a throw in for us, did he?
Not really. Didn't do a lot.
He's like a headless chicken up front, I'm afraid.
When it works, it's great. When he doesn't, in particular with this ref, because this ref is... I wasn't the biggest fan of him. You could say that for both sides, to be fair, because he could have given multiple yellow cards. I'm not sure he might have given 1 or 2 in the end, but there were loads he could have given. A lot of fouls that he gave, some he didn't give. They were just like, he should have just been consistent, and didn't feel as if he was that consistent with both teams. So, yeah. And particularly with the goal, that should have counted. But
should have counted. Well, do you think it... I mean, he was offside, wasn't he?
No, absolutely not.
You don't think he was offside?
Who do you think was offside?
Well, it was a penalty, whatever, wasn't it?
Well, that's going to go down well in the video, isn't it?
Yeah, what?
Because I thought he gave the offside for... I'm going to get his name wrong now.
Kashket.
No.
The other one was Kieran.
Yeah, I thought he gave the offside for him because he put it up very early. And he may have been, looking at the replay, but Kashket was certainly not.
Well, in that case, maybe that's why we didn't get the penalty.
Yeah, because he thought that Adeniran was offside. Otherwise, it would have been.
He was offside before going down.
Yeah, I would have been 75% sure that Adeniran was onside. Right. But I can't say for sure because the angles they give you on this are pretty poor.
Yeah, so he didn't offside Kashket. You think
I don't think so.
Offsided
Adeniran. Yeah.
Who you don't think was offside.
I don't think
so. The goal should have stood because Kashket was onside.
In my opinion, yeah.
Right.
I'm looking at it, I didn't have a clue.
Watch it on TV later, and I'll tell you.
We'll do.
That'll be interesting. See it on TV later.
Yeah.
Wycombe, they lacked height. Let me just shut the door. They lacked height, didn't they, up front? They lacked speed at the back. I mean, that is with Jacobson. They're a bit slow. They're certainly a bit slow with 1 or 2 of the others.
Jacobson did well at times. He put in a good few decent tackles when he really had to, like in the penalty area and stuff. But we mainly have Jacobson on there for the crosses and the free kicks and this and that, the other. And it wasn't effective.
Famous for that, hasn't he?
Yeah, so and it wasn't really effective.
Rubbish.
No, we may have had 2 corners. I can't remember. We really didn't have a lot in terms of where we normally get our goals from. No. And with the players we had on the pitch, I'm not sure we were going to get goals from those particular positions. I thought Wheeler played, in terms of heading, Wheeler played well. He won a lot of headers down his right-hand side, but they didn't really come to anything. Like we'd win the first, and then we didn't win the seconds.
That's right.
And it was a lot of like argy-bargy in the middle and stuff, but it never really got anywhere.
No,
unfortunately.
You see, I don't think Freeman had a good game. I have to say, I think he suddenly appeared for the last 5 minutes so he can get a place next week. But for the rest of the time, I thought he tried to hide on the football pitch. He was when Wycombe had the ball, he'd only ever stand next to another Wycombe player, so he never got it. When they had the ball, it sort of seemed to disappear completely. I just don't think Freeman is good enough for the Championship. I thought the two guys, Adeniran, I thought was excellent.
He was really good. Yeah,
I
enjoyed watching him.
And I also thought what's his name, Horgan.
Horgan, yeah.
I thought he had a good game.
When he got on the ball, he was good.
And when we get this other guy fit and up and running, this name
Ikpeatsu.
Ikpeatsu, yeah. I think we're going to have something. And this game, having looked at the others, we finally actually look like we might score a goal. Up till now, we haven't even looked like we might. Now, was that Luton not very good? Sorry, Luton fans. Or was that Wycombe are getting the hang of it?
Probably a bit of both. I think we have played Luton a decent number of times within the last 4 or 5 years or so. And so that may have come into it. I don't think they're particularly, high-end championship, so we should be competing with a team like Luton. But in saying that, I think they got in behind us much more than we did behind them.
Yeah, they were better than Wycombe. That was for sure. They were the better team.
They knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
In all, Wycombe did not play badly.
No,
but we just didn't create too much.
No.
The only thing that worried me in particular was probably the centre backs. Charles and Stuart just seemed a little bit.
Charles,
not sure. Charles, bless him, because he is. I don't know how old, but he's old.
Yeah,
he is.
Yeah,
end 30s.
He needs a motor on that wheelchair.
Yeah, they just seem a little bit uncomfortable. And you do as a centre back, because you're effectively the last line of defence before the goalkeeper, of course. And as fullbacks, you can kind of get away with it, but centre backs has a lot of pressure on you. And I think at the moment, Stuart and Charles are getting a little bit overrun in that sense.
Yeah. I mean, out of the back line, really, I'd say the right back, he got away. He did.
Grimmer was good.
Yeah. Grimmer,
Grimmer was good.
He was the one along the back four that you never worried about. So he did fine. So there's pluses and minuses. And,
there are.
And Ainsworth did say give him 5 games. Well, that's 4. He's got Millwall and he can whatever against Millwall. And then what happens? Who do we play after Millwall?
You think I'm going to know that?
I've got a sneaking suspicion it's either Reading or Watford.
And the thing is, we have played a few of the so-called lesser teams, and so we are with me hitting the big guns.
I know. That is a bit of a worry. So, we've got Millwall next, and then we have Reading, and then we have Watford.
In next 2 games, if we're wanting to stay up, they are games that we need to get something from.
We've got to start putting a couple of points on that table, haven't we?
We do indeed.
That's for sure. Well, so there were positives. It'd be nice to score a goal. We can really do with that big guy up front. We can do with somebody fit and raring to go up front.
Yeah,
I think that's for sure. And I think he's got to drop Samuel. He really has.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. And you do need just someone completely different and who can compete with, big centre-backs. Samuel and Kashket are both 5'6", 7", aren't they? They probably are taller, but they're not big in comparison. So we do need a bit of a change up there, I reckon.
We do. Okay, we'll leave it there. Say what you think underneath. We both think Luton deserved to win the game.
But we deserved a goal.
But we deserved a goal. That was, yeah, we think that was a goal to Wycombe. And if that had been 1-1, I got a sneaking suspicion they wouldn't have walked down the other end and got one. It would have been a draw. But, fair enough. Okay, thank you very much. And look at my next video.